Ladies and gentlemen, as the time has reached exactly at 1:35 p.m. Western Indonesian time, we will now proceed with our event. Once again, I would like to give my biggest welcome to all of our audience who are here with us to witness our third and final ICONE-B podcast that carries the theme Safety and Health Management in Petrochemical Industry. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. My name is Faric Priyatama S, and I will be your Master of Ceremony who will guide you throughout today's event. Before we go to our main event, I'd like to tell you all a little bit more of information about our event today. Today's podcast is part of our International Competition of Industrial Engineering, dubbed ICONE-B, held annually by Bina Nusantara University, carrying our grand theme this year, Safety and Health Management. Our third and final podcast today carries the theme, Safety and Health Management in Petrochemical Industry, which will focus on the aspects of first aid approaches in petrochemical environments. The importance of managing the safety and security of personnel in the industrial workspace became the underlying theme in this year's event. We hope that by raising awareness on these topics, we can strive together to become a more informed and competent collective of individuals that promote a safe, secure, and effective industrialized work environment. Before we begin, I would like to read out a few rules in order to maintain the conduciveness of today's event. Number 1, participants must mute their microphones throughout the duration of the event. Next, participants must rename themselves into NIM_name for Binusians, University of Origin _name for non-Binusians, team name for ICONE-B students, team name_name for ICONE-B competition participants, and for other participants, you may simply provide a name. Next, participants are recommended to open their camera and use ICONE-B virtual backgrounds, which can be downloaded at the link provided by the committee. Next, participants may ask a question in the chat box below throughout the duration of the event, as well as use the raise hand feature to activate their microphones and ask their questions directly during the Q&A session. Participants are then required to fill out an exit ticket form as a prerequisite to receive their e-certificate and claim their SAT points for Binusians only. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the rules that you should follow during the duration of this event. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to welcome our moderator and speaker for today's event. Firstly, please welcome our moderator for today's podcast, Ibu Roikhanatun Nafi'ah, STMT, our lecturer from BINUS Industrial Engineering, Campus Semarang. Good afternoon, Ibu. How are you?
Good afternoon, Faric. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, Bu. Glad to have you a part of our event. I hope you're excited to share information regarding safety and health management in petrochemical industry.
All right. Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you too. Next up, we have our speaker that will attend today's event. Our moderator today will also spearhead our discussions with our honored guest, who hails from Polyolefin Plant, holding the position of Production Supervisor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bapak Jaka Matsana as our keynote speaker. Hello, Pak Jaka. How are you doing today? I'm sorry, Pak. I think you're...
Sorry, yeah. Hello to all. Thank you for inviting me. I hope all of you are in good condition.
Thank you for being part of our event as well, Bapak. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our honorable moderator and guest speaker. As I am aware that the participants here are very eager to hear the discussion that we are about to have, I present the time for our moderator and speaker to continue with our main event. For Ibu Nafi and Bapak Jaka, the floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you, Faric. Hello, good afternoon,
Itu
everyone.
bisa dikatakan tadi
I'm
bukan
Nafi
tertarikan dan
as the moderator of
itu
today's
bisa
podcast
dimulai.
session. I'm very happy to see you all of you to this podcast. Today's podcast is about the safety and health management, focusing in petrochemical industry. Maybe many of us do know about how the process in the petrochemical industry. So today we have the expert speaker focusing in the safety and health management in the petrochemical industry. Here I'm with Mr. Jaka Matsana STMT. Hello, Bapak.
Hello, Bu Nafi.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
you will discuss about the safety and health management in petrochemical industry. First of all, Pak Jaka, can you explain first about what's the petrochemical industry and how important is it?
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me. With respectful, Bu Rida, thank you very much for the time, and also all with respectful with the audience, Bu Nafi. Yeah, let me answer this question. First, what is the petrochemical industry? Petrochemical industry is basically the downstream of the cracking from the crude oil or naphtha, that industry branch that we call that produce organic intermediate products such as refinery products or natural gas, plastic or rubber, fiber, and raw material. Furthermore, why this one is very important to us? Petrochemical basically are used to manufacture thousands of different products that people use daily. For example, plastic. Most of us in the world using the plastic either for example, food packing or cover, or maybe for the household. The new era now, we are not using or we will try to replace the iron for the piping. We will use plastic for piping. This based on the experience and the examination, that plastic is more lifetime and flexible and without corrosion in the life. Also in the medicine, many of the medicine section using any type of plastic, let's say for syringe, and the common use now is for the PCR equipment. This also using more plastic. And moreover, and cosmetic, yeah, either the cover itself or one of the product is petroleum gel. Then furniture, of course, most of the furniture now is being used with the plastic rather than wood. Then electronic, yeah, many of the electronic also using the plastic as the material. And solar power panel, yes, and other like the wind turbine. So this all downstream or the end of the petrochemical product that being used the people in daily use in the world basically. I hope this answer from the question.
Sure, but all right. So many of products can be used in everyday, right, Pak? From the medicine and then electronics or cosmetic and the other. We are still using it. And the second question is about can you explain, Pak Jaka, about the detailed process of the petrochemical industry in the simple and understandable way for all of these participants? Thank you.
Thank you, Bu Nafi. Yes, a part of the process of the petrochemical industry. First of all, we talk about the incoming feedstock. This petrochemical industry is not just like a process from the chemical to the downstream of the product. We talk from the beginning of the incoming feedstock, either from the crude oil or can be naphtha. This is we can say natural gas. In Middle East, the biggest country who produce natural gas is Qatar. And for the crude oil is Saudi Arabia. The other neighbor country is having but not much resource. Let's say like in Kuwait, they have oil also. UAE, we have oil, also gas, but not much more than compared to other these two countries. Then Oman, even Bahrain also. Then the downstream of this will be basic chemical. Basically, in this one result from the distillation after this the natural gas or the ethane, and this will be cracked. Will result on ethylene, propylene, butylene, butadiene, aromatic, ammonia, methanol, and other light gas. Other light gas that cannot be processed. Mostly we will send to the flaring system for burning. The easy process petrochemical from the product of this basic chemical is, for example, like ethylene glycol. This process is very simple. Just ethylene plus water plus oxygen and a little bit catalyst. This is very simple, but huge profit. In one day, we can more than let's say 1 hour, more than $2 million. We cannot imagine this. And the biggest plant was in Kuwait, where I worked before. Then move to the downstream of the basic chemical. This let's take only ethylene and polypropylene. Propylene will come into manufacturing product. Here we will have the polyethylene plant and polypropylene plant, or polystyrene, or synthetic rubber. We can say this is from the tire manufacturer. And newly we have one plant just like 3 years back in West Java, in Jalan Anyar. If anyone to visit Anyar, you can see right and left. This is our petrochemical industry, which plastic product. Then in between there is one small we call synthetic rubber industry. This is like a rubber company material in West Java. Here, rather than plastic, also we can have produce the resin pen and coating. This is from the pen material, and like also foam. And this is for the food packaging. Normally used for the food box or the foam glass that people use for picnic, basically. And also we can see also some product is for the daily use, that's soup or detergent. So from the manufacturing product, it's come down to the customer product where we are using in daily. Let's say clothing. This clothing, the material can be mixed with polyethylene or polypropylene or polystyrene that normally we use in the country that having cool weather, so our body will keep warm. Also packaging that can be used for wrap from the food company or from the what you call this lunch box. We can use from this polypropylene or polyethylene product. Then appliance and electronic. Yeah, of course, many of the electronic coverage or even our mobile also still using the plastic. And vehicle and machinery. Of course, we are using the dashboard on the car and other part in your car seat. They're still mixing up the leather and plastic material based on the company application that which plastic product they want. So we will produce based on the requirement. Then office and industrial equipment. This one we can say like helmet, and then film company. This one is biggest customer in the world. that we have the special grade we call 6888. This is a big market in China. This why we put this grade 6888 also, because it is the very nice number as per the Chinese philosophy. Pharmaceutical and personal care, yeah, of course. We have plastic cover or this bottle. This is made from the plastic. This one is a very good material also that can handle all this cosmetic material. Building material, we can say like piping. This one we can use on very long life, and don't worry about the corrosion, it will not be there. And furniture, yes, many of table, chair we are using. Also for the farming material, we also using many of plastic material. Also healthcare tool, yeah, many of this one hose, shearing, and other medical facility we produce by plastic, either from the polyethylene, polypropylene, polystyrene, or even from the polyvinyl or PVC. So this one is from the upstream of the feedstock until the end of the customer. Then about the process of the petrochemical itself, from the ethylene or propylene, we will go to the raw material process. Then we'll move to the reaction, where the reaction is we have to put either ethylene or propylene based on the manufacturing. Let's say we talk about propylene. With propylene, we put the catalyst and co-catalyst. Co-catalyst, this one is actually 3-ethyl aluminum and very hazard for the life, yeah, because this 3-ethyl aluminum is, as soon as contact with the air, it will be explosion. So we have to be more careful to handle this 3-ethyl aluminum. Don't contact with air or else spray with the water, it will be explosive. Then here also we add other material like hydrogen, then ethylene. Then when finish this reaction, based on the application which method flow, we are requested by the downstream company, because like we have a customer for making the helmet or film or other also. This is different of the boiling point, we can see. This MFR we call, but actually this is boiling point. So based on this one, how much the strength of this plastic itself we are talking about. Then when finish the reaction of this one, it will come by with a powder paste. So this powder we still need to make another process, so make easy for the for us to transfer to the customer. So from the powder paste, we put another additive, we process. Then in this pelletizing unit, we make the polymer from the powder, we heat it up and mix with the additive based on the requirement of the downstream company. Then we from the polymer, we have another processing, that means we have to cut, become small like pellet. So from this pellet, we are cooling it, because this temperature is above 250, for example, based on the MFR, how much requirement. Then from the cutting system, we cooling with the 45 temperature. Then we go for drying, then for packaging, and we packing based on the requirement. If this one is close country neighbor, maybe we can pack with 50 kg bag. If this is far away, we can put the 20-ton container. So this one is for the easy for the transporting. So from there, then the downstream of the company will make from their downstream the company can, let's say for the food packaging or for the film, so they will process as per the requirement. So this is a simple explanation of the process polypropylene in petrochemical industry. If any want more detail, feel free to send me email. I can more explain in the what part by part. And about here the hazard, also each part we have hazard, and how to mitigate also we have it there. I hope this one will answer for Bu Nafi question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pak Jaka. It's nice presentation and complete presentation. I think it's complex of the process, right? I think there is many hazards in each process. Can you share for us about the hazard or accident or the unwanted events in the petrochemical industry, and how safety and health management practices can handle it, especially in hazard, accident, and the others? Thank you, Pak.
Thank you, Bu. Yeah, speaking about the hazard, yeah, whenever we enter any company, yeah, hazard is everywhere. So how we will handle and to minimize this one is everybody responsibility. Let's the most common hazard actually in the workplace, we can have, for example, yeah, like slippery or tripping hazard due to poor housekeeping. Then near miss due to being of the falling object during the maintenance. People working in the high level, by mistake, his tool is fell down from the high level and people at ground passing by. So this one also hazard that we are not predict. Then crashes or collision due to so many jobs in the same area, in the congested area, that normally people is not aware. They just come asking the permit, I want to work to this place. But as we are in the operation, we have to manage that we can deliver this all. Job will be or can be carried out together, or we can select which one on the priority one. So we have to evaluate where is the hazard, or people can work shift. Then cutting hazard. This one in the last slide, especially during in the palletizing unit, that where the polymer to being cutting. So this one is where hazard is happen for the cutting during cutter or blade replacement. This one is really, we need to make the more aware about this one and secure the area from unqualified people. Inhaling toxic, for example, as we have the maintenance job, like opening the vessel or piping. So we need really to be zero hydrocarbon with low explosive limit 0. While opening, we are sure that there is no hydrocarbon. Then we have to take care also that when vessel open with free hydrocarbon, doesn't mean this is safe. We have to do ventilation also. Minimum how many hours we cannot say. Then periodically we have to check how much the oxygen level. We should reach 20.9, that atmospheric level, that people can enter with a ship for breathing, that will not be or will not affecting the incident. Or other scenario, we can say from the safety release device. Due to return back from the maintenance, we forget that one of the valve still in close condition. So when we put in the operation, can be resulting in high pressure, then can be explosion or fire, on injury or fatality, or damaging the property of the company. So this closed block valve and relief pad can be defeat upper pressure protection. Normally, when we remove or we deactivate any safety device, we have to be documented, or there will be a document that the safety valve is under maintenance. We have to be recorded. So this not only for the current ship, for example, this is for communication to the next ship also. And for the operation and the maintenance, this one is for their document that safety device is already calibrated as per the schedule. Other example also, while equipment in operation, also we are in the offer of the design temperature, for example, or pressure. So this one is resulting in the catastrophic equipment failure. Can be loss of the containment by what paper cloth, for example, or maybe this paper cloth can affect explosion or fire, or maybe injury fatality where the people nearby. So many of the example or video, maybe audience from here can see from the YouTube, accident or fire explosion in the petrochemical company. It is open everywhere, the video, yeah, we can see. So this operating equipment outside of the ship, operating this one is really not safe, and we have to follow the SOP while running the plant to avoid any of the unwanted this incident. So this all to be controlled in document that everybody should follow. Not only understand is difficult, because sometimes people know but not follow. This is really negligible for everybody. And one of the hazard that we don't want is can be people fighting in the plant due to maybe I want to do my job first. So this from the coalition or of the crowded job before, this maybe resulting in stress for everybody, especially during summer, because here the temperature can be reached to 50 and with high humidity. So we cannot imagine in our country only 36, 37, we still feeling hot, yeah. But here is more hot. So I hope this one is a little example and explanation answering question from Bu Nafi. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Jaka. I can conclude it for your safety and health management also focus on the preventive action, and then curative, rehabilitative, and the promotive action, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. For what's the step is very difficult, Pak, for each process or each step focusing on safety and health management in preventive, curative, or rehabilitative, or the promotive.
Fine, Bu. Yeah. To enhance this all, during the performing the job, first we have to discuss like toolbox meeting from the operation with maintenance, who is the executor. So we have to tell or inform this job scope first. Everybody should understand what is the job scope. Then what is the aspect and impact with this job. For example, what's the hazard there? Yes. Maybe will be fire, for example, if we open the till line. Then we have to explain also where is the safety equipment related, close to the area where people are working. and where is the assembly point in case any emergency. So all of this to be discussed, and especially for the confined space, this is working inside the vessel. We have to check who will be in the entrance, and these people is qualified or not. So we have to make sure the training card, each and everybody, they are qualified or not. Then the entry card also we have to check, and they also certified or not. Where is in the training card also? So where is for these people, if already also qualified and certified, then who is responsible of this job when this job is executed? There will be focal point. So in case any question or any deficiency, this from the job performer, they should highlight. Anyone can stop the job if this one is unsafe. So we are in the good system that having one ERP, that all the document of the job can be accessed by anyone. All the word, because this system is or our company is having many branch in
many
the world. Place. Yes, it's not only from the maintenance or the HSE, even all include in the company. In this one ERP we can monitor. So from this document or the permit system, for example, when the operation already released the job and the job performance receipt, in case anything happen, immediately they can stop and suspend. For example, any alarm in the plant, they can stop. Then we have to take the recheck for the gas, for example, or the oxygen check again before the job started or prior job start. About the documentation, this one is the live 24 hours 7. Anyone can access, as I said before. And this document, let's say permit, is only valid for 12 hours in one shift. When the new system and the new group start again, we have to recheck or revalidate again the permit system. Then job performer again, they have to accept. Then again, we have to do the toolbox meeting with the new team. The same what we did in the beginning of the mission. This all basically to avoid any first mistake or gap communication between the morning and the night shift, for example, because sometimes they are not transferring the full information. So by this another toolbox meeting with the different shift, so all the information transfer, and if this one is new people in the team, they will aware of what is going on before and what to be continue with the next plan, the next let's say 11 or 12 hours incoming. Then continue like this, all documented, and this one can be monitored with the either in our level or even her level. Thank you. I think this is answering Bu Nafi question.
Yes, thank you, Pak. So the system is very advanced for your company, especially in safety and health management. So for the next question is there any potential, Pak, for the industrial engineering graduate to enter and work in the safety and health management field, especially in the petrochemical industry? How many the percentage of the industrial engineering graduates in the petrochemical industry? Thank you, Pak.
Thank you, Bu Nafi. Yes. Well, all of us from the industrial engineering are the asset actually. Speaking about the how many percent or the opportunity to work in the petrochemical. In one company, the HSE position is really not big compared to the operation. I can explain. In one department, we have one of the safety engineer, then one of the ship champion. This ship safety champion is actually also the operation, we can say, because we have a double role. And speaking the upper level, like managerial, then this different case can be replaced by anyone. I can say 10% of us can go for the in the HSE level job in the petrochemical. But even though we have industrial engineering background, moreover we can work in other position rather than the HSE, because in our plan also not many, but I can say 75% engineer level are also working together from the different background.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Pak. So there is still a chance for the industrial engineering or the others department also from the informatic and the others, right? So actually it depends on the maybe for the role and the job opportunities. And for the last question, Pak, can you share about your opinion about the ICONE-B competition theme in this year? Actually, the theme is the safety and health management. Can you share your opinion? Thank you.
Well, thank you, Bu Nafi. Yes, this ICONE-B put us on the competition is for me is really excellent to give opportunity to our students to understand or learning about the HSE management system before they enter into the industrial system. Actually, yeah. If you have the knowledge or more or less the experience, I know that some of the our students maybe already start working in the company. So with this discussion or this session is really excellent, and to share of the knowledge experience, and moreover, if we can more what you call this empirically, let's say every quarter like this, to have the discussion. It's not only the HSE management. We can talk about the other safety topic, and we can invite also, or we can together from the, let's say, higher management, middle, and then operation. Like especially for me now, I'm coming from the operation, who direct involved or implement or use the safety or let's say safety precaution daily we are using, because we are controlling the permit to work, where we have to thinking about the safety and how to make the mitigation from the any job. So we can have more discussion with the medium or the higher management. So because the higher management is, let's say, the produce this rule, but the bottom side is who the implemented or the executor that every day we are dealing with, and the feedback also should come to them that yeah, always monitoring is every day, every time, because this one is to show the company reputation that we are using the RIR with this much percentage. That means company is not in good condition. So this is my opinion, and if I can suggest, yeah, this is increasing the periodically of the discussion or either webinar or seminar or like this. Thank you, Bu Nafi.
All right, thank you, Pak. So we must prepare for early before entering the petrochemical industry. And thank you very much. This is the end of the before it. Thank you very much, Mr. Jaka Matsana, STMT. Ladies and gentlemen, now come to the question and answer session. I would like to invite 3 participants first to give the question, please. You can raise your hand to speak directly with the speaker or type your question in the chat box. Thank you. Okay. This is there is a question from James. Can you speak directly or no? For James. Okay, no mic. I read the question. Are there any differences or exclusivity between the safety and health management in petrochemical industry and other industry, Pak Jaka?
Well, thank you. Very nice question. Yeah, basically, the main point is our principle is the same, but different of the technology or brands explaining with the different way. For the HSE for especially, yes, but coming into the practically, this one is sometimes we face the different. Yeah, I think I give one of the example in the discussion during the firefighting, for example. Yeah, British way and then American way is different. For example, when we roll the fire hose, American way is from the end we start rolling, but the UK type is different. We have to bring end into 1 meter from the other end, then start rolling. This is, for example, but basically or theoretically is I can say almost the same. In each company, for the basic principle is the same. Sometimes just different name. So this is the basic of the management and health and management in the petrochemical industry. I hope answer this question from James.
Yeah. Any other question, James, or it's enough? Okay, I think that answer your question. And do you want to speak, James? Okay, thank you, sir. And maybe all of you guys, can you give question? You can unmute yourself or type in the chat box. Okay, from Burida. Burida, can you speak directly?
Thank you, Bu Nafi. Hello, Pak Jaka. How are you, Pak? Thank you very much for your joining us and become our speaker, ya, Pak, for the podcast of ICONE-B. It's very honor to have you here. I would like I have a question, Pak, because this is very important in my opinion. However, IE student maybe is not many of them familiar with safety and health. Based on your experience, usually how ready undergraduate student in joining safety and health department, Pak, especially in certain industry, ya. Do you have any suggestion what should improve by student before they graduate if they want to become HSE practitioner? Thank you, Pak.
Thank you, Burida, for the question. Yes, for the fresh graduate, or maybe from now onward, if all the student in the third years or fourth years, to enhance their background, they can join any of the training. For example, like NEBOS. This one is mostly about the HSE in the petrochem or in the oil and gas or petrochemical industry. For the opportunity, yeah, with this many background, when they join in the any company for in HSE department, mostly they will asking what is the background and how do you know about the HSE, how far, then they will test it. So I think in our country, many of the training also open because many of our friends also when they resign from the company, they are opening the like the training camp. So they will deliver the training and certificate about how to be the safety officer in the petrochemical or in oil and gas. This one is the national level. But if international level, we can join like NEBOS company. So this one, even though my operator also, many of them also joining this NEBOS because this one is good vendor for the HSE. So this one is not difficult. When payment or if we are having a problem with the timing, we can reschedule for the training on the school class. Then exam of course we have to come to the where the vendor is location because they will keep the exam in face to face. And speaking about the become the HSE practitioner, yes. When we join in any new company or old company as the fresh graduate, of course, we will be trained first. Even though the direct employee who already joined, we have the schedule of the training periodically, yes, based on our experience in the Tripolita or Chandra Asri before. Like in 1 month, they train us as firefighter. So in case we work 8 hours like this, evening shift, we come from morning. So morning is we are learning for the firefighter. Then who will be the leader, and who will be the nozzleman, who will be the hostman. So who will be standing in the fire truck. So all of the team in one ship, we should aware of in case any fire. So we know where is our post, our duty. So no need to worry. As soon as we join to the company, surely we will not give or they will not give us 100% assignment. They will train us first. So to all of audience who will or having the fresh graduate letter, do not afraid. You have the asset as per the industrial engineering. Thank you,
Pak
Burida.
Jaka, for the answer.
Okay, thank you, Pak Jaka and Bu Rida. All right, don't be afraid, guys. I think the question from Calvin is related to the Bu Rida's question. So, ladies and gentlemen, this session is amazing, right? But we must end this session podcast. Before it, I will conclude about this session. The session gives us many knowledge about the safety and health management, especially about the hazard in petrochemical industry. So we must implement safety and health management properly for making this industry achieve the productivity. And for the last, I would like to invite Pak Jaka give the closing statement for today's podcast. time is yours, Pak.
Well, thank you very much, Bu Nafi. Yeah, it's very interesting session to have the time to discuss with all audience here. I hope we can discuss again in the other opportunity. And if any question personally, you can drop any question to my personal email or my WhatsApp. You can ask to the committee here. They have already my contact number. Nice to meet you all. Thank you very much. Be safe.
Thank you, Pak Jaka. Nice to meet you too. And I would like to thank the speaker for the informative and interesting presentation and all the participants for very active participation. Finally, give the applause for the speaker and for you all, guys. Okay, thank you. And I give back this session to Faric as the master of ceremony today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bu Nafi, and thank you so much, Pak Jaka. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we end the Q&A session for the day. Before we continue, I would like to express my biggest gratitude once again towards Ibu Nafi and Bapak Jaka for the insightful discussion session. We as the committee sincerely hope that the insights that we gain today may serve as a reminder to raise awareness about these issues, particularly the ones involving intricacy and safety in the workspace. We also hope that it may serve as a large step towards a much safer and more accessible means of industrial process operations. As we end this Q&A session, we would like to invite Bu Nafi and Bapak Jaka for a photo session. So for our participants, please kindly turn on your cameras as the documentation session will begin shortly. For the media committee, the floor is yours for the documentation session.
Good afternoon, Pak Jaka, Bu Nafi, and all the participants. My name is Dominic, and today I will help you with the documentation session. I will start with the first slide. I will wait for 10 seconds for everyone to use the open cam. I will start with the first slide. 1, 2, 3. The second slide. 1, 2, 3. The third slide and the fourth slide. The fifth slide and the last slide. Thank you, everyone, and I will give the session back to the MC.
Thank you so much, Media Committee, for the documentation. Ladies and gentlemen, before we end today's event, the ICONE-B committee would like to give our appreciation once again for the moderator and speaker of today's event. And as a token of our appreciation, we wish to give Bapak Jaka an appreciation plaque, which will be given directly to our events project manager, Azure Kamu. To the media committee, you may proceed with the documentation.
Good afternoon, Pak Jaka. I will help again with the documentation. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And I will give the session back to the MC.
Thank you so much, Media Committee, for the documentation. I would like to thank Ibu Nafi and Bapak Jaka once again for sharing in today's event. You may now exit the Zoom meeting should you have any further business to attend to. Thank you so much once again for your participation. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to also inform you that we still have several important announcements to make after the podcast. As we all know, ICONE-B is an internationally recognized competition in the industrial engineering landscape. To give a proper send-off to our event, we would like to announce the winners of the ICONE-B 2022 competition. We shall begin with the field of safety and health management in manufacturing process. Congratulations for our Perspicax team to receiving the Favorite Winner Award. we would like to invite the representatives for the Perspicax team to have a photo session. Apologies beforehand, ladies and gentlemen. I have received information that the representatives of Perspicax will not be attending this event. So we will continue with the next award. Next up, we have the third winner. Anzensei team. Congratulations to Anzensei team. We would like to invite the representatives for Anzensei team to attend a documentation session. Is the representative already here? All right, we will proceed with the documentation, and I will help you with the documentation. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you very much, and congratulations once again for the representation of Anzensei team for receiving the third award. Next up, we have our second winner for the category, which is congratulations to Merdeka 1 team for receiving second place. We would like to invite Merdeka 1 team's representative for a photo session. Has the representative been spotlighted for the committee? All right, we will wait shortly until the representative has been spotlighted. If not, we will proceed to the next award. All right, I think we can proceed towards the next award, but beforehand, congratulations to Merdeka 1 team for receiving second place. Next up, last but not least, in this category, we have the first place winner. Congratulations, the first place winner, Komaka team. We would like to invite the representatives for a photo session with us. All right, for the representative, on the count of 3, we will take the photo. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you very much for the representative of Komaka team. Congratulations once again for receiving first place within this category. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will move onwards to the next category of the competition. Next on our list, we have the safety and health management in a warehouse. For our favorite winner, we have congratulations, Pum Pum team, for receiving favorite winner on this category, which is safety and health management in warehouse. We would like to invite the representatives for a photo session. All right, on the count of 3, we will take the photo. 1, 2, 3. Thank you and congratulations once again for our favorite winner, Pum Pum team. We will now move on to the third place award, which is received by congratulations for Factory team to receive the third place. We would like to invite the representatives for a photo session. On the count of 3, we will take the photo. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations and thank you once again, Factory team, for receiving third place and your participation in our competition. Next up, we have the second place award that goes to congratulations, Pokayok team, for receiving second place. We would like to invite the representative of Pokayok team to have a photo session. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you. Congratulations once again for Pokayok team for receiving second place. Next up, last but not least, we have the first place award winner for this category, which goes to congratulations for the OPS team to receive the first place within the category of Safety and Health Management in Warehouse. Congratulations once again. All right, we'd like to invite the representatives to take a photo. On the count of 3, we would like to take the photo. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you very much, and congratulations once again to the representatives of the OPS team. We would like to continue to the next category of the competition. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Safety and Health Management in Service Facility. For the second winner, we have, drum roll please, Mersin team. Congratulations for Mersin team for receiving second place. We would like to invite the representatives to take a picture. All right, on the count of 3, we would like to take the picture for the second place winner on this category. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much for the representative of Mersin team, and congratulations once again for receiving second place. Next up, last but not least, we have congratulations Sanyo team for receiving first place in the category of Safety and Health Management in Service Facility. We would like to invite the representatives. All right, on the count of 3, we would take the picture. 1, 2, 3. Thank you once again, and congratulations for receiving the first place Sanyo team. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much for all the teams who have won, and thank you all for your participation in our event. We look forward to your participation again in our future events. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our event for today. I would like to remind you all of the participants to fill out the exit ticket as a prerequisite to claim your e-certificate and SAT points. Thank you once again for your continued support and participation. My name is Faric Priyatama S, signing off. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Shanti Shanti Om. Salam kebajikan. Goodbye and have a nice evening. Thank you, everyone.